I'm just
Or
going to say
salvo
no.
or the lightning bolt, probably.
Not Tempus.
Tempus sleeps. We don't even give Tempus a bed.
I
Give
can
him the
get
dogs
another.
outside. That's how bad he sleeps.
I can get another level 5 summon elemental.
It'd be cure wounds.
I would have a level 3 for salvo or lightning bolt.
It would basically be either cure wounds or it'd be the poison bladed back again. Right.
Yeah.
Poison blade is pretty good.
It's nice, yes, and the fact it keeps the longer the combat, actually, the more chance I get to use it. But
The hope would be I had the like the lightning bolt that I could then like empower for the boss
or the
encounter.
force salvo would be nice for that as well.
Yeah, but otherwise I'll just empower like a Ray of Frost.
I do like the idea of an empowered force salvo.
It's good. It's 40 damage to a lot of people.
A chance for an empowered force salvo, we should say. But,
Yes, yes. It is a very remote chance, but it's a chance. We're being given. But like I also have cure wounds. If you guys
you used your cure wound, didn't you?
yeah, but I could cover it.
Hey, whoever you decide has the best sleep will have to describe to me how they got the best sleep of the night and then make that hard save.
Well, I mean, it depends on if they succeed, right?
Sleep is still best sleep regardless of the success.
Sure, I can do that. Are you guys okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
The force salvo is really nice.
Try my hard save for plus 16. Come on! No.
Damn it.
Oh well, Hurim has a very relaxed sleep. He has recently felt very relaxed, and even though all these troubles have been there in the day, I mean, we're home now. It all went okay. We managed to scramble out of there, and we would have been fine, really. I mean, he dreams sort of colors. He's sleeping on a rainbow bridge, sliding down. Sound of jazz music in the background. There's butterflies, happy thoughts. You know, he thinks of home, and then he's baking cookies, and then suddenly he has like oven mittens that turn into cats and then crawl in his beard. It's weird, but it's also very mellow and very relaxed.
So much that I would have made that 11 or higher, but you still rolled a 9.
Yeah. Damn it.
Alright. That puts you on the morning of the 28th. You are not interrupted. During your rest and recuperation, your attack is sometime tomorrow on the new year.
Alright guys, so what do we do with it today? I kind of planned to scout yesterday, but we could try to go again.
Let's not.
I'm slightly disheartened by this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, metagame, we also know we're not going to get the information we would have gotten. So, what else can we do? We don't have any money. We can go speak to the Duro, but that would just be dumb because they would just attack us. Because we could be like, well, I mean, surely the, you know, surely they wouldn't be there if we couldn't make friends with them. But you know, everyone who is much more experienced than us says it's a dumb idea. So it's probably a dumb idea. You know, does anyone know anyone who might be willing to help us? Like have any connections? Any druids who could?
I don't think. Yeah.
Come aid.
I'm pretty sure we're expended at this point.
Extra guard dogs. We have a day, so I mean, we might as well use that day for something like useful. In some way.
Training the dog.
I have been training the dog. I don't think it's gonna be that much help though.
The point is, it'll be useful for the future.
It's a level 0 dog, I think.
the guard dog could handle a goblin.
It's gonna run away.
Yeah.
You know, still working on the
basically
process
just
of
there
training. You know, like an alarm system.
Yeah, exactly. He's just there for his sense of smell.
Yeah, my point is, you know, if nothing else, that is something you could do with your day.
Sure.
Oh, we could take a relaxing day, just sort of calm before the storm, wait and hope that
we don't want to overexert ourselves right before the assault.
Yeah, it would be nice to go out and find, like, maybe there was another gang sort of behind someone on the other side of the road or something, but I don't think so.
No.
We have a very large amount of mercenaries compared to what we thought we would actually spend on them.
Yeah.
Hopefully that can outweigh some of the...
I didn't think we'd have that much money, actually. So.
You know, I'd been hoarding money for quite some time.
You damn hoarder.
Well, you know,
It's good.
I could have spent all the money if you'd rather.
I hoarded a lot of money at one point, and we spent all that on this building.
As a friendly reminder, you also said you would check back in with the Rakhumi gang before everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But we're gonna do that on the day we're gonna attack, right?
We should do that now.
Yeah, okay, sure.
And then, like, decide to attack by dawn, I think.
Alright.
I think the others both said that they would handle themselves.
Of course, one of the big things to remember, of course, is, well, we have problems seeing at night. They don't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at dawn, I mean, sort of when it's light.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out the fact that, you know, there is no advantage to doing it at doing it at night compared to day.
Gryph, did the drow need us to tell them as well? Or did they understand sort of that?
Yeah, the drow understood. The gnomes understood. It was only Yuzuk Bloodtongue who said, "Come back to me. If you don't, he might not fucking attack."
Yeah.
Well, you know.
So let's go there then.
Yeah. Let's go to him.
Fine.
Okay. Your late morning and your early afternoon are spent trekking to the domain of the Rakhumi gang, which still looks just as pleasant and smells even better. No snowfall again today, but it is so abysmally cold. You imagine if you were next to the port, you would see the water being frozen. And sure enough, without much complaint, you're able to attract the attention of the mighty, brutish Yuzuk Bloodtongue. Ah, good to see you again, friends. What would you like to buy from me today?
We would like to talk about our prior arrangement, our currently ongoing relationship, business relationship.
Yes.
How are the troops coming along?
They, He, looks to the left, looks to the right. They're bugbears. Troops is a bit of a generous term.
Just, well, hopefully there's many of them, and, for they're eager to earn some money.
There's, well, I think it'll be a reliable enough force. Up to 24 bugbears.
That's good. Good. Yourself, of course, mighty warrior. Yes, we have spoken to others, and we have a dozen of well-trained mercenaries, in addition to the coterie and the silent footsteps, also going to be participating.
Yuzuk furrows his brows concernedly. The gnomes to the west, huh?
Yes, they won't come in contact with you, however.
Oh. His mood noticeably brightens. Okay, all right.
We thought it best to derogate them to... we won't even see them, really. They will be picking out selected individuals in the enemy lands to disrupt their communication and make sure that they cannot really sort of organize anything.
Yuzuk's eyes flick to the left and flick to the right. Won't even see them.
You have nothing to worry about.
Of course not.
They will terrify the enemy command.
I'm sure. And is your plan still strong to infiltrate into the heart of the serpents and crush their leadership?
Yes, that is indeed it. We need to push hard and push them strong so that they will begin to fear and tremble, and then we'll strike at the heart, and then it will burst.
Alright, you know where the heart is, right?
It's in the center. Right?
Yuzuk, like, looks down at his chest and, like, taps one of his massive claws, like, at the center of his torso. And, like, starts feeling, like, a bit up.
What were we talking about?
That we'll crush them furiously.
Yeah!
Urgh.
I'd love to have you all for dinner.
Well, I'm sure you would.
One day.
We will attack at dawn, I think.
Dawn. You didn't tell me it'd be dawn.
A few hours after dawn.
Alright. I'll have to push off my concubines, but I think I can manage.
Good.
Interested? They need good homes.
What do they do besides concubining?
I'm not even entirely sure what that word means.
Yuzuk, like, frowns, like, lifts his gaze to the sky, and, like, taps his massive chin with his claw in deep contemplation.
Concubines. Concubines. What does concubines?
We will see you after the battle when the victory is done.
Yes.
To share the loot.
Yes. Oh! Before you go. Brack!
And, striding from, one of the buildings is, while not as massive and meaty of a bugbear as Yuzuk Bloodtongue himself, is certainly no slouch either.
This is Brack. He will be my eyes and ears with you. If you ever need to talk to me, tomorrow, during the great fight, send him to me. That way I will know that it is you sending the message. Spies are everywhere.
Very true.
Brack, you're going with them. Part of our great victory feast tomorrow.
Brack doesn't say anything, just nods and shuffles over towards you. He is wielding a massive war club and 2 throwing axes. And there is a ferocity within his eyes you actually see more of every single day. With all of the enemies you encounter. But normally it would be rare.
Yeah. Well, sure. It's good to see that he has awesome bugbears. Well, then we'll bring him with us home, and then tomorrow he'll come with us to the battlefield until we need to send you a message.
Fantastic.
I'll give him a nod, and then first we'll take a leave and bring him with us.
Yeah. Yuzuk will wave with his large hands.
Do stay longer next time. There's so much food we could try.
Next time we'll be able to feast on the enemy larder.
Ah! What does that mean? Concubines, what does that mean?
We'll leave him with that thought. I'm sure he'll be very excited when he finds out.
Yes. Alright.
Oh yeah, this guy too, huh? Alright. Good. So I suppose what we're going to be doing with our mercenaries tomorrow is to take them with us and then apply them where needed. Because we don't really have any real intel.
Yeah.
maybe split them in 2 groups and send them out to find like the main building when we actually get in there.
Could do that also, yeah.
And we have this guy who can, I don't know, he can fight with us until we need to send a message to Blood Tongue to. Yeah. I don't know why we would need that though, but it's good to have the option because they're our main fighting force, you know.
He's probably just gonna keep an eye on us so he doesn't take all the gold and yeah.
That certainly is also a possibility. Hopefully, I mean the bugbear looks like he can fight some furiously, so.
Yeah. Will be good to have an extra hand.
Yeah. Anything we can have, like if they were like goblins who wanted like a copper coin to throw a rock at someone. Who's a dragon kind in there, then I would pay them that copper coin to throw a rock at a dragon kind.
Sure.
It's that much of an all-in situation.
As a matter of fact, copper coin is not worth suicide.
No.
Damn it!
Not even for the poorest goblin. How about a hot meal?
For the poorest goblin, you're not even sure they could hit someone with a rock.
Yeah. That's sad.
You can throw the goblins.
Well, they can attempt and have him look in their direction for a second.
Consider the situation if you 4 were encountered by a lowly goblin who just threw a rock at you. What would Team PC do?
Magic missile him in the face.
And not really care or give him much thought afterwards, right?
Yeah, not at all.
Just check.
But I would now have a slightly blue mark where
Go on.
I would sleep less well.
I think I get a feeling that we probably look into it far too much and think there was a conspiracy going on.
Well, there was apparently in this situation. Regardless, is there anything else we can figure out to do?
There's your answer.
Let the onslaught begin.
Alright, I guess we can take like the rest of the evening to...
We have the ritual.
We do? But I thought you guys agreed not to use it.
Yeah, no, we're not using it probably.
No, we're not.
Even, like, how long does it take to cast?
Power of DM.
It would
my
be
question.
It'd be done within. It would take you the night, so you couldn't just slap it down during a combat situation. You'd have to like. You couldn't
Damn it,
just
that's
like.
super useful. Snap our fingers, get all this stuff back in the middle of combat, or like in 5 minutes. That'd be great. But all right, so it's kind of like a do or don't kind of situation. We can't just. Well.
I
don't think I'm winning this vote. So,
the necromantic energy would need its time to work through your bodies to bolster your strength and ready you for the coming struggles.
On the other hand, with the sound of that, I don't think I'm into it. Actually,
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
It wasn't the fact that the Lich King was taking something. It was the fact that it was necromantic energy that got you.
But think about the necromantic energy power, Fargus. Think about that.
No.
Could be dead.
Look, it's not going to corrupt you guys or like put you in like a downward spiral of death and slaughter. It just gives the Lich King
then
a
that'd
thing.
be new problem.
I don't know that.
Do you not? Oh wait, no, you don't trust Leon. That's fine.
No, this is effectively a conversation that I'm having to you players. So you know that because it's a player decision if you want to utilize this.
Okay, Fargus doesn't know that.
It's just a horrible idea.
Leon might do it on Fargus without him knowing. At night, while we hold him down.
That's not gonna end well.
We need the Earth's strength.
Has
We
to
need
be consensual.
Infuse the Druid with power.
There will be no power rape here.
Charm person, Manaki. Charm person.
Power rape, goddammit.
I don't.
Fargus has too many hit points.
Damn it. We need to weaken him first.
I don't think that's gonna be a thing.
God damn it.
Okay. Well, so we can discuss it further.
Yeah, this will be an in-case emergency situation if it was ever used.
I mean, on a whole night though. I mean, it's like, do we lose? Then we run home. If we have to retreat, we run home and just start this ritual. I will lock the door with a spell and they will come hammering on it, and then we'll gain all the power, and then we'll smack him when we come back out.
That would basically the situation I see. We'd actually use it.
I'd rather die.
I would rather not, but if
chances are half of us are going to be dead at that point. But
Yeah,
I
but
would
that-
not rather die than gain power. I just don't, making deals with necromantic people, not a good idea.
It's the Lich King specifically.
And
Pretty bad, yeah.
And just so we're clear, death would be on the table whenever you venture for the assault, even if it is to someone who doesn't have a unique name. At this point, there's no going to be taking you prisoner to sacrifice you if you're there. Or whatever evil people do, which is probably what they would do.
We lost that when we attacked them and killed her friend. And then ran away.
Leon, are you gonna stay at 42 hit points, or?
Yeah, because spending other recovery would be a waste.
I mean, in battle we can't spend that many.
Yeah, and you're probably gonna get a full heal up after this, so...
But we don't know how many combats will be in there, and...
I know, but it's no point going into the weekend at the start, I don't think.
Oh, we need you up.
Well, you don't have to worry about using that recovery, because another thing the book suggests for a good night's rest. Everyone gets a free recovery.
Okay.
That is so generous.
Man, I should have known that before I spent all mine.
Well, that would make
Or do we regain one, or do we...
No. You would just be able to heal using a free recovery.
Alright.
Woo,
So you wouldn't regain recoveries. No. That's because you didn't get to the sleeping part before you got to the heal everything part.
Max HP. Max HP.
Wonderful.
But you
Well,
hope.
that solves that.
Oh. My debate with myself is over.
At least I got my shield back.
I got nothing back, but that's fine.
So yeah, we get up at the crack of dawn, I think, or try to.
Okay. The end of Sunseb has passed, and you're currently at the first day of Need Fest. The new year. Normally this day is a cause for great celebration across the Empire, surviving another year with the mild winters, and sowing the crops will be soon, and people will be able to, like, the days of thought just ended, where people reflected on the past year, and basically made, like, things like New Year's resolutions. In Drakenhall, however, with this unnaturally cold winter, the coldest you folks have ever felt, celebrating is not on the agenda.
Yeah.
Well, hired help. Time to muster.
Okay. You muster all 9 of the hired help, the former members of the Blood Drop crew.
Yes, and start moving out to the east.
Okay. Show me, which angle do you plan on approaching? It's from the north?
I believe so, yeah.
Because with that would give us strike from this side, strike from this side, strike here.
Well, not from here.
Probably not.
No, technically not through the territory. No, but
I was thinking more like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, somewhere around here.
and then like pick off.
The trek is slow, with all of your companions alongside you. It is not snowing again, and the morning sun is about as strong as it can be out in this sky. Make your approach towards the northern edge of the Scarlet Serpent's territory, and as you survey the basically the extent of it with the symbol of the Scarlet Serpents, you look around, you don't see anyone.
I suppose we just make our way into the middle of it.
Yep.
Okay. I am going to reveal another map for you folks to load. Do not put your tokens on it yet, though.
Alright.
If you do, I will be very cross.
But we should load it.
Yes, you should load it.
Neighborhood or tavern? I'm sorry.
It should be tavern.
Okay, noted.
I will handle putting you folks on the map. The time comes.
Are you spoiling us with more Fog of War?
This existed on this map last week already.
Right, it did.
Didn't look at
You
it.
forgot about it.
Yes. This is also something that you could have gotten a look at earlier with information from Iluodi's coterie, which you did not acquire due to your inside man knowing the details. And Thomas still hasn't gotten back to you.
Nope.
This building is most certainly, very clearly, without any question, main building. Appears to be a tavern of some sorts. You have an area off to the left side where you would ride in, horses, keep them for the night. It is a 2-story brick building with windows. Yes, windows. The glass is even still there, all over the second floor. No windows on the first floor. The reason how you can tell this is so thoroughly and clearly the main building is because of how fortified it's become on its edges. It seems, and one of the Shadowcasters will pop over briefly to whisper to you before disappearing, that didn't have to worry about distracting the patrols. They apparently all pulled back.
Ah, fuck.
And you can see rings of tables and wagons overturned and crossbows trained out from basically like how people would build like a wagon sort of thing to protect themselves. It's like rudimentary fortifications built around this tavern. And there are most assuredly dragonkin by the bushel. Can't really count, especially at such a distance. Not with such view, not with them getting a look at you. But there are a few dozen in attendance. At least. That's not counting who might be in the building. If you want a shot at the building, that would basically be using your mercenaries as a wedge, and then you guys push on through to the building itself. Or you might come up with a better and more creative option, or you might just wave off this thing. The attacks from the bugbears will certainly help. And that's another thing, too. There are drow present. They are with the dragonkin behind the barricades.
Guys, we should retire. Just go home to Horizon and live a quiet life.
Thomas is in there.
Yeah.
Your mercenaries and the bugbears will effectively give all the distraction that you guys need to push through and actually put yourselves on this map, while the fortifications are busy fighting. But all of the patrols pulled back to defend this spot. A consequence of the campaign laws.
Traitor drow. Telling them when and where we would attack.
That doesn't help either.
Yeah. Do you guys think we even stand a chance here?
Either we fight, or like we've spent too much. We can't come back if we lose this. So
if we lose this,
all or nothing.
You still have that teleport thing, right?
Right.
He most certainly does have the teleport necklace, which would take you and all the allies touching him to Newport.
I mean, if we actually lose this thing, that might be the
Can't take an enemy with us to Newport. Grab her and just like.
From your understanding, the teleportation has to be willing.
What if
charm person and then?
Yeah. What if the character is unconscious?
That's not willing.
No.
Well,
you can't
consent. Talked
not
multiple
really
times before.
Not really, no.
Oh well. So. Yeah, I say we do it, and then we win, or we in a blaze of glory.
I guess so, yeah.
We cannot take loss upon loss upon loss. We'll be buried under them at some point. You know, sometimes the heroes have to beat the odds.
You can still pull back if you wish to use the ritual that Leon knows of to empower yourselves before attempting this. These fortifications aren't going anywhere.
They're sieging them. It's like have the bugbears camp out here.
I mean,
We only hide them for a day.
I mean, they're like crude fortifications, so you don't have to build like siege towers or ladders. They just have like tables and
Ram.
carts.
Arm the
overturned.
catapults! Just ruin their fortifications.
I mean, we spend too much money not to do this.
Yeah.